Hi, thank you for joining me again at my channel here. I'm hoping that you've actually had time to watch the earlier video I made of the fun I had with splash practice using watercolours, water and a little bit of pen just to splash paint about and see what came out of it. It occurred to me just afterwards that when you finish filling sheets with your splashings and you're experimenting with colours, what do you do with them? It's nice to have the practice and things to refer to, but actually what do you do with them? Are they any use as a product, or are they simply for reference? Obviously you could put them into a scrapbook, you could put them into your sketchbooks and keep them as colour references and technique references for the future. But what I came up with was the idea that if you were to do a larger sheet, which is something that I've been doing in preparation for an open call, my intention was to use the musical staves, and for this I'd sort of experimented with washi tape and putting the paint on. And this is liquid watercolour inks and some acrylic inks with pen and some silver leaf and a little bit of shiny paint. You can just see some of the pearlescence coming in here. When I had actually finished the practices, I was happy with the colours that I'd chosen, which was one of the points of the exercise, but I wasn't happy with the actual plan itself, so I decided to go with a different avenue. So I was left with some large sheets of this paper, very pretty colours, very interesting things that I'd actually done with it, but I wanted to be able to use them. So I had a quick look through, and I'm sure that everybody has got mount boards that have come out of frames, that you've used the frames and not the mounts, put them to one side and kept them. That was what had happened with me, and they were all very small mounts, so they were only sort of tiny, I don't know, barely 4-inch mounts. But once I put them together, as you will see in this picture here, and had a set out of where the slices might actually occur on that page, they started to look like interesting little pictures in their own right. So I went ahead, and as you can see on here, there are actually some lines where I've drawn ready to cut these out. I actually went ahead, cut them out and put them into the mounts, which you can see make a really nice little gallery and just sort of attached to this piece of card here. The colour on the backdrop makes them stand out, so they become little works of art in their own right, which you could sell, give away or keep, whichever you feel is best. But it means that you haven't wasted what you've done. I know it's not a waste anyway, you've learned stuff, but it's nice to have something that you can actually use as a product at the end of it, as well as a memory of how to do it. So I hope that this will give you a few more ideas of what you can actually do. I will actually be doing a little bit more, and I will be preparing a new video on working with abstract work with acrylics and possibly watercolour inks alongside texture paste, but on watercolour paper. So instead of using a canvas, this will actually be similar to these, it'll be on paper. So I hope you can join me for that. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button, and then you'll know when it's out, and I look forward to seeing you.